Πατρί και Υιόν και Αγίον Πνεύματι.
Saint Iakovos always hid his gifts. People would say, Father, give me your blessing. The blessing of Saint David, my son. His saint at the monastery was Saint David of Evia, the saint at the monastery. So, Father, Tinefhisu, give me your blessing. He would say, the blessing of Saint David. He would never give his own blessing. That was his rule. But at some point, a gypsy, we don't call them gypsies anymore. In Greece now we have to call them Rama. So a gypsy goes to him and says, Father, you're a priest. I want your blessing. And he says, yes, my son, you can have the blessing of Saint David. I don't want the blessing of Saint David. I want your blessing. Iakovos is on a donkey, and the gypsy is holding the reins. And I'm not letting you go a step until you give me your blessing. I have 3 horses to sell, and if you bless me, I'm going to sell them. That's why he wanted a blessing. Iakovos says, what do I do with this fellow? But he thought, okay. So he began to trick him. He began to ask him questions. My good son, are you married? Do you have a family? Oh, yes, Father. I have a wife. And how's your life with your wife? And he begins to ask questions. But in the meantime, they're continuing to go towards the monastery. The gypsy is going along with him, and he just continues to keep his mind occupied. What are the names of your children? And in 10-15 minutes, they're at the monastery. And he says, my good man, listen, I have this saint inside who, whatever I ask him, he gives it to me. Now, let's go ask him to sell those 3 horses. He goes, now you're talking my language. So he takes him inside, he kisses the icon of Saint David, and then he gives him the blessing of Saint David. He takes off, and at the next village, he sold all 3 horses.
Εν το μυστικό αμπελώνει καρπούς μετανοίας εν τούτο κατορθούντες του